Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger.
And looking for kill, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Shifts by at the 15. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. After one, 7-0. start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball caught by Harrison. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. But before we get to our next drive, we remind you that while NFL teams are playing some big games here in December and January, we've got some big games coming up as well in the Madden Championship Series. Next on the calendar, the playoff challenge. That's coming up January the 10th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Who will take home the belt? You can catch all the action live on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. First down, Vic. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a powerful stiff arm that frees him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there. Good one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we've hit a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line and just shutting him off there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. That throw by Vick incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. But he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big gain at 28 as the drive continues. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And Vick's throw there incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Vick's throw pulled in by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 17 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a
shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mahomes now on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mahomes. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it, they still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Shakes off the sand. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 3rd and 20. Here's Vic. Going up top for Cup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he was caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 9. A little over 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Mahomes will throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Mahomes. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
One final try for Mahomes. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a 7th-year pro and a literal rocket scientist. Here's Joshua Dobbs.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 32 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. A call of luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out will be the 4-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all day long. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Michael Vick. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Vick now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this. And he takes it in for a quick score. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Here's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen,
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This returnable for Cup. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Indy. 65 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there is going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Kelce from a yard out. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So here's a 3rd and 14. Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out right at the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
On third down, Vick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That throw by Vick, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. It'll be Vick once more. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Randy Moss, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive winds up going gained 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
Now he'll escape to his... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. Defensively, they didn't have an answer last drive. They're going to have to do something here. 5 catches alone on the previous series, a touchdown too.
And you and I both know that defensive coordinators tell us all the time, we don't wait for halftime for adjustments, things of that nature, right? We adjust series to series. Well, I think sometimes you need to adjust play to play, because that last series, he absolutely shredded them. I've got to send more people his way and make someone else beat me on the next drive if I'm the defense.
Got to do something. This one caught by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Dobbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Dobbs' throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing here, Dobbs. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Man open, Harold Carmichael complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Harold Carmichael, 42 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards.
And even with the game seemingly at hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Back to throw Dobbs. Got him in. It's Randy Moss. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
Check, check. Unlock line. No.
Now Dobbs. This one swung out to Williams. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On second down, Dobbs. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, now fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they're able to retain possession.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, the ball stayed close, so he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw again is Jackson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Here's Jackson. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now here's Vick. This will be caught by Randy Moss. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Randy Moss laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive. That open man that time, we ended up putting a
little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 3rd and 5. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson will throw again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. On the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Drafted the run. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got.
Back now in Tampa. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one caught by Kittle. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Bucs Bucks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7. 1:17 remains. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jackson. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. And let's also exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try to get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jackson, and not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, no, lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Michael Vick. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he is going to have a Bucks first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Vick to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's Vick. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McCaffrey on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of...
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Vick's throw complete to McBride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Vick, option right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Only a gain of a couple here. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. Down the sideline he goes. Now he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, they were advancing
passing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the... Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Vick. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a New England touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. The tackle there by John Johnson. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
18, 5 in. Ready.
Throwing, Vick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Vick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Well, sacking on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Michael Strahan able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
Kupp now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Vick to throw it. Touchdown, Patriots. Cooper Kupp, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Out of his end zone, here's Vick.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And Vick's throw there incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw, Vick. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, that's caught downfield by Kittle.
It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now, Vick.
That's down the field to Moss, complete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Vick, his third touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Pats will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Vick with the incompletion there on third down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here. But that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
Now Vick on fourth down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Vick. Going up top for Kupp. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference.
Throw outside is complete on the diving effort. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
35. Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Ready? Hey, check that. Shot alert, chop, smash.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Come on. Hey.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Vick goes play action. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Vick to the air again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Michael Vick. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Vick now. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Randy Moss. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's Vick. Steps away, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. This Eagles defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England's offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Vick readies to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Vick.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a